Aquarius. August 21st is not just another date on the calendar. It's not just another sunrise, another routine, or another moment passing by. This date carries something different, something hidden, a dark truth, an unsettling energy, and a shocking revelation that has the power to shift everything you thought you knew about yourself, your relationships, and your future. For some, this day will bring a piercing clarity, almost like a lightning strike across a dark sky, sudden, undeniable, impossible to ignore. For others, it may shake the very ground beneath your feet, forcing you to question what you once believed was stable and permanent. But here's the important part. This isn't about fear. The universe never reveals a dark truth to punish you. It does so to awaken you. On August 21st, Aquarius, you are being invited into an initiation, a kind of cosmic test, one that asks you to look beyond illusions and confront what's been kept in the shadows. This message is not for everyone. Many won't be ready to hear it. Some will dismiss it, some will resist it. But you, Aquarius, have always been different. You've always been the visionary, the rebel, the truth seeker. And that's exactly why the universe chose you to carry this message. So today, I'm going to take you on a journey, step by step, uncovering what this dark truth really means, why it's surfacing now, and how this single day could alter the course of your destiny forever. Stay with me until the very end, because what I reveal in the final moments of this message is something most Aquarians are not ready to face, but it is exactly what you need to hear. Aquarius, before we dive into the details of this day, let's first understand why August 21st is so important. The energy surrounding this date is not random. It's written in the stars. On this day, the sun sits powerfully in Leo, directly opposing your Aquarian energy. This alignment creates a cosmic push and pull, a clash of forces that feels like a battle between two very different worlds. Leo represents ego, pride, and the need for recognition. It's the roar of the lion that says, "See me, hear me, acknowledge me." Aquarius, on the other hand, represents truth, innovation, and collective awakening. You are not about ego. You are about vision, progress, and deeper understanding. So when these two energies collide, something powerful happens. Illusions begin to crack. Think of August 21st as a cosmic spotlight. The light of Leo shines so brightly that it exposes what's been hidden in the shadows of your Aquarian world. Lies, half-truths, secrets, even the parts of yourself you've chosen to bury. All of it begins to surface. And once it surfaces, Aquarius, there is no turning back. This is not just about relationship. It's not just about career. It's about every area of your life where you've been living halfway, ignoring the whispers of your intuition, pretending not to see the red flags, or suppressing your own desires because it felt easier that way. August 21st is the day when those hidden truths demand to be seen. Now, this may sound unsettling, and yes, it can be. But I want you to understand, this is not about fear. It's about awakening. The universe is not punishing you. It's preparing you for the next level of your journey by clearing out what no longer belongs. And here's the key. Once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. You can't go back to pretending. You can't return to old illusions. You're forced, in the best way possible, to step into clarity, into authenticity, and into the version of yourself you were always meant to become. Aquarius, let's talk about love, because for many of you, this is exactly where the dark truth of August 21st will reveal itself. If you're single, this date may shine a light on a painful pattern you've been repeating without even realizing it. You may suddenly recognize that you've been drawn to people who are unavailable. emotionally distant, inconsistent, or simply unable to meet you at the depth you crave. Maybe it's the partner who keeps you guessing, the one who comes close but never truly commits. Or maybe it's that magnetic attraction to someone you know, deep down, will never be fully yours. August 21st is the day the universe says, enough. It's time to see this pattern for what it really is. Not romance, not fate, but a cycle keeping you from the love you actually deserve. And for those of you in relationship, this day could be even more revealing. A secret may surface, or an unspoken truth may finally slip through the cracks. It could be something as subtle as realizing your partner has been hiding their real feelings, or as intense as discovering that loyalty isn't as strong as you believed. But whatever form it takes, this truth will test your connection. Are you truly aligned, or have you been holding on to a relationship that looks good on the outside but feels empty on the inside? August 21st is a mirror, Aquarius. It reflects back to you the reality of your love life, whether you've been honest with yourself or whether you've been clinging to illusions. The universe isn't doing this to hurt you. It's doing it to free you. Because only by facing the truth can you step into the kind of love that nourishes your soul instead of draining it. So ask yourself this question, honestly and without fear. Are you in love with the person, or just the potential of who you hope they could be? August 21st will make that answer painfully, beautifully, and unforgettably clear. Aquarius, money and career. This is where the dark truth of August 21st may hit the hardest. On this day, the universe could hand you a reality check you weren't expecting. Maybe it's a hidden debt you forgot about, a false promise from someone at work, or that sudden realization that you've outgrown the path you're currently walking. For many of you, August 21st is like a financial mirror. It will reflect the truth you may have been avoiding. Are you managing your resources wisely, or have you been ignoring the fine print? Have you been chasing security at the cost of fulfillment? Or perhaps you've been pouring your time and energy into a career that no longer feels like your calling. This is the moment when the cracks in the foundation start to show, not to break you, but to push you towards something greater. And let's talk about people. Not everyone around you is as supportive as they pretend to be. On August 21st, you may notice subtle signs. The co-worker who downplays your success, the friend who gets oddly quiet when you share good news, or the person who secretly sees you as competition rather than an ally. This is the universe exposing energy you can no longer ignore. Now, here's the truth, Aquarius. Betrayal hurts. It stings when you realize that not everyone who claps for you is genuinely rooting for you. But remember this. Betrayal is not the end of the story. It's proof that the universe is redirecting you toward your authentic success. The people who fall away during this time were never meant to carry your vision into the future. August 21st strips away illusions in money and career, forcing you to see who and what truly supports your growth. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but trust me, this is the universe clearing the stage so that only the right opportunities and the right people remain in your life. And that, Aquarius, is where your true success begins. Aquarius, the most powerful dark truth of August 21st, isn't about love, and it isn't about money. It's about you. You see, one of your greatest strengths, your ability to stay detached, logical and objective, can also become your greatest weakness. When things get too heavy, too emotional, or too uncertain, you pull away. You go into your mind, into the future, into ideas and visions. But sometimes, Aquarius, that detachment becomes a wall, a shield that keeps out pain, but also keeps out connection, intimacy, and even joy. On August 21st, the universe will push against that wall. It will force you to face the emotions you've been burying, the feelings you'd rather keep hidden. Maybe it's loneliness that you mask with busyness. Maybe it's the fear of failure you cover with ambition. Or maybe, and this one is even harder, it's the fear of success itself. Because success means responsibility. It means being seen. And deep down, that can feel overwhelming. This day is not about outside enemies, Aquarius. The biggest enemy is inside of you. It's the quiet voice of doubt that whispers, "You're not enough." It's the inner critic that questions every step you take. It's the fear that if you truly show who you are, people might not accept it. On August 21st, that inner critic will show its face. It will challenge you. But the challenge is not meant to break you. It's meant to set you free. Because here's the truth. When you finally face those shadows within, they lose their power over you. The loneliness, the fear, the doubt, they stop being chains and they start becoming fuel. August 21st is your invitation to stop running from yourself and start standing with yourself. Aquarius, the dark truth within is this: you are far more powerful, far more worthy, and far more capable than you've allowed yourself to believe. This is the moment to claim that truth and leave the old fears behind. Aquarius, August 21st, is more than just a date. It's a portal of truth. On this day, the universe places before you a challenge, not a physical obstacle, but a spiritual test. You will be shown something uncomfortable, something you may have been avoiding. And the question will be simple. Will you run from it, or will you face it and allow it to transform you? For some of you, the challenge may come in the form of relationships, a conversation that reveals a hidden feeling, or a moment that exposes whether someone truly belongs in your life. For others, it may appear in career or finances, a truth about who you can and cannot trust, or a sudden realization that the path you're walking is not aligned with your purpose. And for many, the greatest test will be internal, facing that voice of doubt, fear, or hesitation that we just talked about. But here's where it gets fascinating. The universe rarely sends these truths in obvious ways. Instead, it speaks in whispers, in signs, in synchronicities. Around August 21st, you may start noticing repeated numbers: 1111, 222, 555, numbers that follow you like breadcrumbs. You may have dreams so vivid they feel more like messages than imagination. Or you may stumble into conversations where someone unintentionally says the exact words you needed to hear, almost like a cosmic slip of the tongue. Aquarius, these are not coincidences. These are guideposts. The universe is trying to get your attention, gently nudging you to see what's really happening beneath the surface. And this is the test of faith. Can you trust these signs? Can you believe that what feels uncomfortable now is actually leading you somewhere greater? Most people ignore them. Most people run. But you're not most people. So when the strange synchronicities show up, when the hidden truth begins to surface, lean in, pay attention, listen, because this is the universe whispering. Something is shifting. Be ready to rise with it. Aquarius, by now you understand that August 21st isn't an ordinary day. It's a day when truths surface, illusions collapse, and clarity steps forward. But here's the real question. How do you handle it? How do you move through the intensity without being swept away by it? The first thing to remember is this: don't react immediately. When a truth comes out, your first instinct may be to fire back, to defend yourself, or to make a quick decision. Resist that urge. Truth often arrives raw, messy, and incomplete. Give yourself time to breathe. Pause. Reflect. Let the full picture unfold before you respond. Second, listen deeply. Not every truth will come screaming in your face. Some arrive as whispers, a strange gut feeling, a sentence in passing, or even an uncomfortable silence that says more than words ever could. On August 21st, be present. Notice the subtleties. The universe often hides its greatest messages in the smallest details. Third, detach from the drama. Truth has a way of stirring chaos. People around you may overreact, argue, or try to pull you into their storm. Don't take the bait. Aquarius, your gift is perspective. Step back, observe, see beyond the noise. Focus on the lesson the universe is showing you, not the temporary chaos it creates. And finally, write it down. Journaling on August 21st could be one of the most powerful tools you use. When you put pen to paper, you take swirling thoughts and turn them into clarity. What may seem confusing in your mind becomes sharp and undeniable on the page. Later, when you look back, you'll see patterns you didn't notice in the moment. Remember this, Aquarius, knowledge is power. Once you see the truth, you can never be controlled by a lie again. That is your shield. That is your strength. August 21st isn't here to break you. It's here to awaken you. Handle it with patience, presence, and courage, and you'll emerge not just unharmed, but unstoppable. Aquarius, let's take a deep breath together, because what you need to understand is that this so-called dark truth of August 21st is not a curse. It is not here to punish you or bring you down. In fact, it is the exact opposite. This truth is a blessing in disguise. When illusions fall away, you're not losing. You're being freed. Freed from the lies you told yourself. Freed from the cycles that kept you small. Freed from the people who didn't truly value you. The dark truth doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to unlock you. For some of you, this will mean finally ending toxic cycles in love. The kind of relationships where you've been giving more than you're receiving, where you've been holding on to potential instead of reality. On August 21st, that door closes, not to leave you empty, but to make space for a love that is true, balanced, and lasting. For others, the transformation will appear in career. You may realize that the path you've been walking was never really yours. It was what others expected of you, what felt safe, or what you thought would earn approval. But Aquarius, your soul is not built for small boxes. This truth will push you towards something more authentic, a path where your creativity, your originality, and your voice can shine. And then there are those who will discover something even deeper, a spiritual awakening. Hidden gifts may begin to surface, intuition, dreams, synchronicities, all aligning to show you that you are far more connected to the universe than you realized. August 21st can mark the beginning of a spiritual chapter that changes the way you see everything. Here's what it all comes down to. On the other side of truth is freedom. And Aquarius, freedom has always been your ultimate destiny. You were born to break chains, to innovate, to lead humanity into the future. The dark truth is simply the universe's way of removing the chains you didn't even realize were holding you back. Aquarius, after everything we've uncovered today, it comes down to this, the final reveal. The dark truth of August 21st is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to free you. Here's what the universe is showing you. What falls apart on this day was never truly meant for you. The relationships that crumble, the opportunities that slip away, the masks that drop, all of it was only temporary. Illusions, shadows, things that looked solid but were never aligned with your destiny. And the universe, in its wisdom, will no longer let you waste your energy holding on to what isn't real. Yes, it may hurt. Watching something end, watching someone reveal their true face, watching a dream dissolve. It stings. But Aquarius, what survives August 21st? What remains standing after the illusions collapse? That is what was always meant for you. That is the love that will endure. That is the purpose that will last. That is the truth that will never fade. This is the cosmic filter. The universe is separating what's false from what's real, what's temporary from what's eternal. And you are being handed the gift of clarity. So when the dust settles, don't mourn what you've lost. Celebrate what remains, because what survives this day will last forever. Aquarius, the dark truth of August 21st, is actually the brightest light you'll ever see. It is the moment you stop clinging to illusions and step fully into destiny. And once you do, nothing and no one can ever take that away from you. So Aquarius, after everything we've explored, I want to turn the spotlight back to you. What do you feel this dark truth could be in your life? Is it a hidden truth about love? Maybe finally realizing someone's not giving you the depth you deserve? Is it a secret in your career? A false promise? Or the realization that your heart is no longer in the work you're doing? Or maybe it's something even deeper. Something within yourself that you're finally ready to face. A fear, a doubt, or a pattern that's been holding you back for far too long. I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one, and trust me, your story matters here. When you share your truth, you're not just speaking for yourself. You're giving another Aquarius the courage to recognize their own. And if this message spoke to you, if you felt that spark of recognition, that whisper of the universe in your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with another Aquarius who needs to hear it today. You never know. You could be the reason they find the strength to face their own truth. Remember this: August 21st isn't an ending, it's a beginning. It's the start of a new chapter in your life. One built on clarity instead of confusion, strength instead of doubt, freedom instead of fear. The illusions fall away, yes, but only so that the real, lasting, unshakable parts of your life can shine. Stay strong, Aquarius. Stay awake. Stay true, because the universe is with you, guiding you and preparing you for a future more powerful than you can imagine. The truth is here, and your destiny is waiting.